but it's okay because nobody lost a finger. What is up, you guys? So if you watched my last video, you would have seen in there that I mentioned that I was going to possibly do a cook with me, which I have not done in a very, very long time. I don't know that I've ever actually done like a true cook with me, but that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna be Chef Sarah and I'm gonna show you how to mess up a meal like none other, because there's no way it's gonna come out good because I'm not good at cooking. Also, I'm in my friend's house and I don't know if he has even half the things I need, like a potato peeler or a carrot grater, cheese grater, any kind of grater. I don't even know if he has a can opener, so I may have to open cans with my teeth. I'm assuming he would have them, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, so I'm gonna be cooking today. I'm trying to see if I can find my actual camera. I don't know where it's at. If I can, then I'll have a better setup. Otherwise, this is gonna be how it is. I'm just going to be leaning and talking to you, and you guys are gonna be on the counter propped up against vegetable broth. But we'll see. I'm gonna see if I can find, I know my ring light's around here somewhere too. I don't know, guys, I'm not prepared, but that's nothing new. So let's get into this cooking with me. I am making vegan taquitos, and I got the Pinterest, well, I just gave it away. I got the recipe off of Pinterest. You guys, I'm not good at speaking today. So yeah, I got the recipe off of Pinterest, and I don't know, it didn't have like a star rating. People posted some pictures that they had when they recreated it, and it doesn't nearly look as good, so we'll see. I don't really care about appearance, I care more about flavors anyhow. And so they're vegan taquitos. They've got like carrots, potatoes, onion, peas, and like a whole slew of spices. And then I'm also making Mexican rice, which the Mexican rice is more like just me like throwing shit together and calling it Mexican rice. It's what we eat at home all the time, and it's really good. But I'll show you how I make it if you want. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and stick around so that you can too make vegan taquitos with me. So I found my camera. I can't find my charger, but hopefully I can, because I don't know how I'm supposed to cook and look on Pinterest and also film when I really need my phone to be able to look at the ingredients and the recipe, but then also like talk to you guys. So hopefully I can find my charger, and yeah, otherwise this video might be a lot of like pausing and what's the word? It's gonna be choppy. So my first step is I have 2 medium-ish potatoes that I'm supposed to peel, chop, and then boil. But I don't know like to what size I'm supposed to chop them, so I'm just gonna guess. I could not find a potato peeler. I don't think that he has one, and I messaged him and he said that he might, but he doesn't know, so I'm gonna give up. There is one drawer that I can't get to open because it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's probably in there, but I did find this, so I think we're gonna try. Otherwise, we're just gonna have, you know, unpeeled potatoes in our taquitos, which I like potato skin. I'm okay with it. But I mean, this should work, I believe. I would think. If not, like I said, we'll get through it. Oh, this will work. See? I mean, it's gonna take 10 years, but it'll work. Okay, potatoes are roughly peeled. It only took about 10 hours, but I'm bored and I'm done. So we're gonna stop there. It says to have a pot of water that's boiling. So I just did that, and I grabbed a knife. So we're going to chop these. It doesn't really say how to chop them, but we end up mashing them with a fork. So I'm not gonna be like super picky. Probably just like enough that, I don't know, they're considered chopped, I suppose. So probably like that is what we're gonna do. You guys don't have to say it, but I already know that my knife skills are super next level amazing, so you're welcome. Also, just to show how amazing I am at cooking, I found a handguard to go with this very scary device. Yeah. I probably should have found that before I started slicing the potatoes, but it's okay because nobody lost a finger. I ended up having to embarrassingly, that doesn't even sound like a word, embarrassingly go across the street, introduce myself to his neighbors and ask them for a grater because I'm supposed to grate carrots. And I believe the recipe just called for 1 grated carrot. But I'll be honest, I got a bag of carrots and I'm not really sure what constitutes as 1 carrot because there are a whole bunch of different sizes. I guess I'm gonna get a fat one because I really like carrots. We'll go with this guy. But again, I'm gonna have to use this, whatever it is, mandolin, whatever this little slicer thing is, to slice it because there's no potato peeler. But I won't bore you guys with that. I will do that and then I'll be back.
2,000 years later.
Well, I was away. I finished grating the carrot, which took forever. I never want to do that again. My arm is tired. I gave up with like little stubs and ended up eating the carrots. Then I went ahead and I also diced the onion, which it called for half of a large onion, medium to large onion. And I mean, I feel like a medium to large onion, but that's a lot of freaking onion. So I only did a 1/4. I did not do a half. Then I also mashed the potatoes, which Andy also does not have a potato masher. So I ended up having to get creative and I used one of these things and it worked just fine. So now I need to measure out the spices and start like heating everything up. I think that's the point that I'm at. I believe, I don't know, but give me a second and I'll be right back and we'll figure out where we're at with things. The only measuring spoon that I could find that does not have the measurements gone is a 1/2 tablespoon. So everything's gonna be measured with a 1/2 tablespoon. And then also I didn't have all of the spices, which is fantastic. But so I'm just gonna substitute. Like the first one is 1 teaspoon curry powder. I couldn't find curry powder, but I could find chili powder and it isn't anything remotely similar, but that's what we're gonna use. And it asks for, what did I say? I already forgot. 1 teaspoon. So we're gonna do 1 teaspoon chili powder instead because why not? And yes, that was a little bit over 1/2 teaspoon, but I don't care. I like my food spicy. So chili powder, AKA supposed to be curry powder, 1 teaspoon onion powder, which I did find onion powder. Oh, it's not very much. There is really not very much. And then 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin. I love ground cumin. Let me just tell you. Then it says 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. He doesn't have nutmeg, and I think nutmeg is really bizarre to put in a taquito, so I'm not going to put that in. And then it said 1/4 teaspoon smoked paprika. Yeah, he doesn't have smoked paprika, he only has regular paprika. And I'm just going to eyeball a 1/4. Yeah, that's way too much, but oh well, what you gonna do? Red pepper flakes to taste, black pepper to taste. That's the spices, that's it. I hate when the seals don't have like the little pull things. And I don't know where scissors are. Woo! Garlic is very garlicky. Did you know that? Okay, so I am going to go heat oil in a pan. I'm gonna put the onion and saute it for 3 minutes. Then I'm gonna put the grated carrots, the minced garlic, all the spices, saute those for another minute. Then I'm supposed to pour in vegetable broth. How much vegetable broth? 1/4 cup. And then I'm supposed to put in frozen peas. They were supposed to thaw. They didn't thaw. 1 cup frozen peas. Put the lid on, cook for a few minutes until the carrot is softened. Blah, blah, blah. Add in the mashed potatoes and the vegan cheese. Use a fork or potato masher or a mixer wand thing to combine everything. And then taste it and then add spices as you need, blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna go do all of that. So this is the mixture when it's all done. It's got the cheese, the potato, the spices, garlic, what else? Onion, carrots, everything. And I ended up adding some sriracha and some more crushed red peppers. I felt like it was a little bit blah. Then I ended up also adding a little bit of vegetable broth because I felt like it cooked way too soon. But I think it's really, really good. So I feel like, especially if like you're putting them in the tortillas and rolling them up and then either pan frying them, which I think that's what I'm gonna do, or baking them, they're gonna be amazing. So good, so amazing. So I'm going to go for now. This is practically done, but I have to come back later and actually cook the taquitos. I will show you guys what they look like and I'll tell you how they taste. And then I still have to make my Mexican rice, but I'm gonna do that later as well. But yeah, I think this is coming out really well, so I'll be back. I just got back from seeing the kids for a minute. So I'm also finishing up the taquitos, which all I have to do, it says to put them in the oven, but I'm afraid they're gonna be too soggy because I'm not the biggest fan of corn tortillas. So I got the soft taco shell tortillas, the flour tortillas. Excuse me. So that's what I'm using. I'm actually gonna pan fry them with some spray oil stuff, and yeah, I think that'll make it more crispy and I think it'll make it taste a little bit better. And I've got my Mexican rice started. So my rice is cooking, which I just use the 10-minute brown rice. I made 4 servings, so 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of water. And then, so I'm gonna cook that until the rice is done, put it in a pan with a little bit of vegetable broth. And then I always add Fiesta style corn. It smells really good for some reason. Like better than normal. I'm not the biggest corn fan, but I do like it in my Mexican rice. And then I add diced tomatoes with habaneros, green chilies. I'm not gonna add any onion in right now. I think that's a little excessive. Sometimes I'll add in some meat. But yeah, that's how I make, oh, and then a whole packet of taco sauce. But that's how I am making this. But yeah, so I will show you guys the final result when all of this is done. But everything needs to like come together like right now. So I'm going to go do that while I'm drinking a Smirnoff Ice because that's what sounds really freaking good. So, all right, I will see you guys soon, hopefully with my finished food. I don't know if Andy wants to be in the video and if we can get a reaction of him trying it. I don't know. He is not vegan. He eats meat, a lot of meat and cheese. But he seems to be pretty open to like vegan food and the vegan cooking, so I don't care. We'll be fine. Okay, see you guys when this is all done.